What up, what up? I'm Yasmin Young, and this is the Queen City Come Up, introducing you to artists right here in Buffalo that you may already know because, you know, they're doing their thing, or maybe you don't know them because they're new or somebody's been keeping them a secret. This guy is not a secret, though. Almax, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You are very welcome. So, you're born and raised in Buffalo.
Yes.
How did you get into rapping? What kind of inspired you to get into this?
My uncle. Huge inspiration of mine.
Is he a rapper?
Yeah, he's a rapper. He's been actually an MC. Let me correct myself.
Okay.
I can never mix that.
Okay, because there is a difference.
There's a huge difference. He actually been doing music since I was 3.
Okay.
My mom's baby brother. Shout out Spencer Burgess, Stockbridge Ave. But he's been doing it for a long minute. And growing up under him, he was like the closest dude to me in my life.
Right.
So, you know, being around that makes you want to do things that, you know, your biggest influences are doing. So I was always into music with that. And, you know, it went from that to actually chilling with other people like Mr. Lion. He was a reggae artist at the time. And what they used to do to me is put me in a room, point at stuff, and make me rap.
And make you rap.
So
that's like boot camp, you know, for an MC, and you know, trying to just bam, bam. That's really a mental exercise.
Crazy. When I was young, I was just like, are you serious right now? But I really started writing though in English class at the age of 11.
Okay.
Got kicked out of class for it because the teacher thought I was writing a love note to the girl that sat next to me. Made me get up in front of the class and read it out to the people. She found out that
his
it
first
wasn't
spoken word.
And she was so upset that she was wrong.
Wow.
She made me get out of class.
I mean, but you know what though? To me, that's backwards.
Yeah.
If you're, you know, young and you're in English class and you are using what you've learned about the English language to make rhymes, why not embrace that as a teacher?
Yeah.
Why not say, if that's what it takes for you to be interested in English, by all means.
Right.
You know?
Right. Hey, that killed me. Hi, Miss Watts. Just so you know, I remember you. All right. They will never change. Word.
That's funny. Okay, so you know, you kind of had your uncle as an influence. What about on the, I guess, more established national, international artist side?
As far as like artists that were like major or whatever the case may be, however you look at it, industry artists, Nasir Jones, one of my favorites.
Not bad.
Big L.
Which Big L was really, really slept on.
Yes,
a lot of people don't know about Big L, but he was definitely a lyricist and an MC.
Yeah, he was, definitely was. And those are like the two crown jewels as far as music go to me.
Okay.
As far as nowadays, I can only probably name 3 artists, and that's J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, myself. Jadakiss.
And Jadakiss is another that slept on.
Jadakiss.
That is always dropping gems, but you know, for some reason hasn't to me reached that like peak level that I think that he could reach.
He should have been. He should have been considered top 5 a long time ago. I feel that Jadakiss has more substance than a lot of the artists that were in his time period.
Right.
It's just that his wordplay was so witty, a lot of people didn't really catch it and went straight over his head. Yeah. So, but Jadakiss, like I said, you got.
So I mean, some great influences there.
Yeah.
You know, so definitely, you know, if you are a fan of hip hop, if you are a fan of MCs, when you know somebody's influenced by the people that you're influenced by, that encourages me to listen to your music because I'm like, okay, you know, we're thinking on the same page.
Yeah.
So, no album.
No album.
Talk to me about, you know, why no album as of yet.
It was a time that I was supposed to drop, release an album. I was signed to a label. I sat on the bench for 5 years. I ended up leaving town, though, of those 5 years for 3 of those years. So.
Real quick. That's a long time.
Yeah. 5
years. If you're an artist and you sign a deal thinking that you're going to be able to put your art out there and then to sit for 5 years, that is a really long time.
It's crazy. I left a label to go to this label. And I was very young. I was 18, 19 years old. So 5 years of that, you know, I'm 24 by the time I got out of the contract with this label. But I left the label to come to them because of the promises that they were giving me. You're going to be the face of the label, you're going to do this, you're going to do this for you. Nothing happened. So I ended up leaving. on an emergency run to go to North Carolina.
Okay.
Stayed out there for 3 years in Raleigh.
Okay.
Went out there, built up my market, built up my brand, had a huge following. From the first month I got there, I was doing shows instantly.
Right.
And I had sent out a call to my label. You know, what's up? I
Your
got a lot of
here.
people, the label here. Got a lot of people following me. What's up, man? I need X, Y, Z done.
Right.
Nothing was done. So everything that I was doing before I signed to this label for myself, I ended up doing while I was signed to this label for myself.
Right.
You know, so it all made sense. There's no reason for me to release a project on this label knowing that they're going to basically receive X, Y, Z of what I'm going to make.
Right.
And they ain't did nothing for me.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, I'm going to hold off on it. The project I was supposed to release was called The Green Thumb. Actually produced by L Biz, one of my homies, dope artist, dope producer. The dude is incredible. Shout out L Biz, still a hustle. It's my squad. I love y'all boys.
So okay, wait. Green Thumb.
Green Thumb. The meaning behind it, everything I touch, it grows.
Okay.
All right?
I like that because my mind was going somewhere else.
Yeah,
but
now,
okay.
The thing about green is, I have a huge thing about green. My hair was green at one point.
Oh, okay.
All right, so I love the color
green,
but it symbolizes a lot: prosperity, growth. You know, it really, the color itself, every shade of it really opens me up. So I really took it to that next level.
Right.
It's like, okay, if I go out to Dallas, my hair is green. I perform on a stage for 10 minutes, and you got 6 other artists performing.
Who are they gonna
Everybody is drunk. They go home, have a hangover. They're gonna remember the only person with green hair.
Absolutely.
So I did that for a minute.
Okay.
It left from that instant to me actually coming back to life, or coming back to my senses. But don't get me wrong, my hair will be somewhat green again one day. Hence, somebody don't want me to do it, but it's okay. But yeah, that really, I'm not afraid to be myself and step outside the box. I was always taught, growing up as an artist, to step outside the box. Don't fit in. You know, when you fit in, everybody's going to look at you like the next person.
Right.
So my sense of humor plays a huge part in my music.
Right, because I saw you on stage. That's where I actually saw you and met you for the first time, was at the Hip Hop and Black and White Festival over at Shays. And I was like, yo, this guy's got real good stage presence. He's, you know, on stage. The audience was engaged. So for sure, like that definitely makes people remember you.
Yeah.
Like, because that made me remember you.
I love having fun.
So.
You know, if I can sit there and I can take somebody from the mode of, okay, we're here, what's next?
Right.
If I can take them out of that mode and get them into a mode of enjoying themselves and actually having fun, I feel like I've done my job.
Right.
You know, I want people to leave with a high spirit. I don't want people to come in there and be ice grilling in the crowd, looking at you like, yeah, so he got that, he got money. Where when he leave, when he driving, I don't need all that. It's unnecessary, you know. So I literally make my music and gear it towards to where it can be somewhat positive. And now it is 100% positive. It used to be to where it was just a sense of humor, wittiness. I'm from the Ave, so I used to talk about the block a lot. I literally I did a 180 and turned my life around. So now my message is completely different and it's much stronger.
Your message fits your life and where you are now. Well, give out your social media contact information, your website, so that people can follow you on your journey, especially when you do drop the album.
Okay, so you're looking at, if you go on Reverb Nation, SoundCloud, or Twitter, or even Facebook, it's all Almax Hip Hop. You can't miss it. ALMAXHIPHOP. Catch me there. If you need to email me, almaxhiphop@gmail.com. I like to make everything simple so you all can follow. You know, simplicity is key nowadays. So try to keep that moving. And you already know, it's Almighty Max. God is my covering. You know what I mean? That's how we move it. And that's how it's going to be. So I hope y'all love it. Check out the music. Almighty Max, I'm the rhyme donor. I don't rock with king snakes, that defines Cobra. You can search but won't find that up in my folder. A winter storm ain't nothing, I'm defined coda. Hold up, I don't like fruit up in my roll up. A miracle worker, my grind makes the time slow up. Baby, they throwing darts all up at my poster. For broken hearts shooken up like a lime soda. Controller, it's what they wanna be. A bunch of wannabes, they in the fast lane making attempts to take control of me. But when I mash the gas, zooming like a math cash lap because these bastards crash like a slave free at last. Catch me if you can, I'm outie 5,000. Before I take the #1 spot, this is my sorry. I give it back in a minute, I mean a minute. So get back to busting suds while I handle my tenants. I handles my business. Yes sir, the Lord is my witness. At the age of 3, my mama knew a child would be gifted. I don't mean I'm at the #1 when I say I'm the #2. If you don't understand, this is what you ought to do. Pick up a gun, point it to your temple. I don't promote suicide, but you made it kind of simple. Off yourself, bang, bang. Hit surrenders. To erase me, you're gonna need more than a pencil. It's that simple. It's Almighty Max. God is my covering.